Hey everybody, know it's been a while, but middle of the night, time for a video. I got a couple of things to show you today. This is the final tread print, and it came out very nice. I covered it in another video, and I did the skis for the front. Oh yeah, these two came out really good. There's even some decor, just a little bit. And clearing this between here and here, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I probably could have scooted them that way, but it works to make that angle and that angle mesh. But this works for me. Okay, they use the existing post, and the design is now up on the Facebook group. I'll leave a link below. And it was supposed to be approved by My Mini Factory. We will see. It might be up there. I haven't looked. It's been a couple days, and I kind of forgot about it. I just reminded myself. But they fit perfect. It causes it to sit a little bit nose down, which is good. And perfectly level is all right, but it sits a little tiny bit, like a couple of millimeters, right? Nose down, and that works. So this is the wide stance. You see how they kind of go wide? I have another design where they're straight up and down and they're really thick. And that's a good design too, but I like these better. And for this run, for my run, I didn't do a very thin layer height, so you got all these ridges. I like ridges. Ridges are good. It shows this is 3D printed, this is custom. If I wanted it to look like it came from a factory, I'd call a factory. I didn't want it to look like that. I wanted it to look just like this. The holes are for any accessories somebody can think of. You can change the diameter of the holes in the design if you want. By the way, it's open source. I have open sourced it, and it's going to be on My Mini Factory. If it isn't already, again, I will leave a link below. That is good. Now I wanted to show something else, and this is going to take a little more room. So I'm going to have to back up, raise up, because this is a big one, right? Maybe a little more, maybe a little more. Okay, this is a big one. I'm going to get the Arctic Arrow out of there, and I'm going to bring in the Bus Walker. Yes, I made it. This is freaking awesome. I need to finalize, make sure the design is like printable everywhere, and put it on My Mini Factory as a remix. But yeah, it's fully articulated. It's stiff because I don't want it flopping around, right? Now, what I did here was, okay, I made a little axle to go into the existing holes, right? This bus is the one I reviewed in my other video, the Honeybee Acres. It's good. It's really good. I really like it as a Volkswagen. And I put little guns right there, chin guns. Oddly enough, it had two existing places to put something that didn't come with this, right? It had two places to put holes. Not holes, but two little, I don't know, molded in plastic for something to be there. And I think they knew crazy people like me were going to find this and mod the shit out of it. And yeah, I am. I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to put, okay, that's the bus. I'll leave the bus alone. I will say one more thing. That big open area is really good. Okay, this is about the legs. And you saw that there was a screw off to the side, so it keeps it rigid so it can do that, right? Works. Love it. the knees go back and forth. This goes like that and like that. I did not make the little stabilizer arms because it looks great in the movie, doesn't do well as a toy for me. And those are all the way around. And, well, it stands up. And it is totally posable. I can make it go up and down steps. I can make it look like it's crouching down. It only has, it doesn't have full play. It can't fold up and sit because of the wheel well, right? Because the wheel well is right there. But I have my own bus walker. I think everybody should do this. That was the main reason I got one of these vans. Because, well, it sits for and keeps Master Chief in the back. He's grumpy because Halo always takes a back seat to Final Faction. Halo, looking at you. $10 a figure, $1.25, or $13 a figure, $1.25 a figure. It's gonna be hard to beat Dollar Tree. I know. Still love you, Halo. Anyway, I wanted to show that, yeah, it moves all around, and they are securely in place because they're screwed down and held on with an axle and screwed down. Well, it's not a whole axle going across. It's pegs going in. And that's fine. I widened, okay, the axle that was in there was like a 3mm metal shaft. And I just cut it out because I've got a bunch of 3mm metal shafts over here for stuff. So I didn't need to keep it. I like to keep stuff, but I didn't need to keep it. I don't need to keep stuff I don't need. I don't want to keep stuff I don't need. And I made a new axle, just a piece of axle out of plastic, just as a placeholder to keep it from, going off center. So the screw goes through the upper leg. I remade the center hip joints, whatever, from, they were too narrow, so the diameter was too small. So I put a gasket in there, and they kept falling off. Wasn't happy, so I made them like, 3 mils bigger. So now it's friction fit. And plus, the center is held on with the screw. The legs hold on to the center, and there's no glue. Glue wouldn't hurt. What did I do here? I put it on backwards. Oh my gosh. Oh, guess what I get to do? I put it on backwards. Not a problem. Look. Bloop. Bloop. Put it on back. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. I did that on camera. No printer is perfect. That's the great part about that. And I keep it parked this way. And I didn't notice that the leg was on backwards. And I did build something and put it on backwards. It was one of the little, I don't know what you call them, the C bearings, right? See that? The flat side is not supposed to be on the outside. The flat side is supposed to be on the inside. The flat side is on the outside. And I'm not going to take it apart because that was a pain to put together. There's no axle going through the top of the foot. There are 2 pegs. And it kind of clamps down. Even though it does fit in there nice and securely. And it's not going anywhere. I put the blue on here as kind of a... just... to give it a little more strength. Plastic plus craft foam plus glue equals a composite, and it holds really good. Really good. Not as good as a solid piece of plastic, but it holds really good, and it's really easy and really fast. Craft glue or not craft glue, but craft foam is really good for making gaskets. It compresses down, it expands where it needs to go, and it's easy to work with. Okay, well, that's it for this one. I wanted to show you the bus walker and my totally mine Arctic Arrow. I didn't do any other mods to this. I have a request for the seat and for a hood. I got them on my mind. Thanks. Out of here. Bye-bye.